Namaste. Thank you for joining me. So I'm going to be showing you Surya Namaskar, the sun salutations. There are many varieties on this lovely energizing flow, and I'm going to show you 8 variations. So the first variation is going to be a simpler form, and then we get to the 8th and it's much more challenging. Now what you can do is maybe, you can do them all with me, and you might kind of get to number 5 and go, oh my goodness, I need to keep my knees down. And that's what you would do. You would then adapt it. I kind of always say, you need to try things to find whether they're for you or whether you need to take a step back and build up. Try but practice safely. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned from practicing yoga is about stepping back. It's about, yes, you might want to do that. Why won't my body do that? Why aren't I capable of that? But if you step it back, then you become capable, you become able. And from that position, you can then grow and flourish. So I'm going to come sideways on so that you can see it a bit more clearly. Okay, so you might want 2 bricks, and bricks help raise the floor level. So if you need to get your hands to the floor and you've already bent your knees and they're still not there, then use bricks. These are here to help you, or thick books if you don't have bricks. But to start with, you're going to start at the top of your mats, and you're going to have your feet under your hips. Not in this big A-frame, it puts more pressure on the pelvic floor muscles. So in this A-frame, and you come back to the 3 corners of the triangle of your feet. So that's mid-heel, space below big toe, space below little toe. So this is on the foot. So maybe think about raising your toes. And then you'll feel this placement, mid-heel, centre ball of foot below big toe, and then the space on the foot below little toe, and then soften through the toes. So the toes are in contact with the floor, they're not gripping, but you've got the 3 corners of the triangle of each foot. And the legs are long, but they're not locked. The backs of the knees are nice and soft. Pelvis sits in neutral, so it's neither sticking out or tucking completely under. It rests somewhere in the middle, and the shoulders are down and you draw them back, and the crown of the head lifts you up in space. Linking into your breath, breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 4. On the inhalation, arms float up, breastbone lifts up. On the exhalation, come through a roll down, so bring the hands down the midline, nod the head, rolling through the upper spine, the mid spine, the lower spine. Inhale, hands to floor, to bricks or to shins. Turn the sit bones up, heart forward, look forward. On the exhalation, bending the knees, hands to the floor or your bricks. Step back, put the knees down, tops of feet to floor, lower down to the earth. Let's just move that out of the way. Inhaling. Hands gently press to earth and they draw back, breastbone forwards. But I could take my hands off. Not a big push up. On the exhale, press the earth away, toes tuck, push back into dog down. This is where you just rest for a couple of breaths. So the weight in the hands is under the fingers, the whole circumference of the palm of the hands. The shoulders aren't by your ears. You've relaxed, you've drawn the shoulder blades back, and the back of the neck is long. Breathing in here, from tailbone to crown of head. As you breathe out, bending the knees, look forwards, stepping the feet forwards. Breathing in, sit bones up, heart forwards. Breathing out, keep the legs long, rolling up, high tone comes through pelvic floor. That inhale, and the exhale, hands back to the heart. So adding on a little, adding on Utkatasana. You're breathing in, breathing out, rolling down. Put tone through the pelvic floor as you come more into your forward fold. Inhaling, sit bones up, heart forwards, look forwards. Exhaling, stepping back, knees down, lower the body to the earth. Tuck the pubic bone under, breathe in, lengthen the heart forwards, look forwards if the neck is happy. As you breathe out, press the earth away, knees lift, push back into dog down. Think about the heels stretching back away from the toes. Backs of knees can be soft, legs are long. You can have a bend in them if the hamstrings or the calf muscles are crying out in pain. Breathe in, lengthen from crown of head through to tailbone. Breathe out, bend the knees, look forward, step forwards. Start to alternate the stepping of the feet as well. Take turns. Breathing in, heart gaze forwards. Breathing out, bend the knees, lift the heart so it looks forwards and draw the shoulder blades towards the spine. Coming up through Utkatasana, tuck pubic bone under, breathe in, lift up, lengthen up and back. And breathing out, bringing the hands down the midline back to the heart center. So round 3, we're just adding on, making it a little stronger. Breathing in, full breath into the rib cage. Breathing out, roll down, but you're going to circle the arms backwards in space. Breathing in, heart gaze forwards. Breathing out, hands to floor, step back, keep the knees lifted as you lower with control the body to the earth. As you breathe in, chest, breastbone moves forwards and you raise one leg. And as you breathe out, you lower yourself down. Breastbone forwards, leg stretches back. Alternate the legs. So the inhale, really feel the back body contracting, lifting you up, lowering on the exhale. Last one, lifting up as you breathe in, you're light on hands. And on this exhalation, tuck the toes, press up your C plank, push back into dog down. Settling here for a couple of breaths. Think about the pelvis now. Are you stuck? Are you rigid? Or can you move through the hips a little? If you're rigid, soften through the knees, soften through the shoulders. Create some movement in the pelvis. On an exhalation, bending the knees, look forward, stepping forwards. As you breathe in, sit bones up, breastbone forwards, look forwards. As you breathe out, bending the knees, Utkatasana, check that the knees track forwards over that second toe. And then as you breathe in, coming up, pubic bone tucks, lengthen upwards and backwards, and then restack to Tadasana, drawing the arms in a circle behind you. Lovely. Breathing in, rolling down on the exhalation. Breathing in, lengthening up. Breathing out, step back, plank, lower body to earth with control. Salabhasana, inhaling, lifting legs, arms, chest, head, exhaling, lower. So really feel like you're stretching crown of head away from tops of feet. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another, roll the inner thighs down. We do one more, breathing in to lengthen. And then on this exhalation, tuck the toes, press the earth away, plank, pushing back, dog down. Settling, check hands, shoulders, neck, pelvis. Knees are soft, feet feel long and wide. On an exhalation, when you bend the knees, take the weight to the big toe hinges. And if you want to, you can double knee bounce, exhale, jump yourself forwards. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out, Utkatasana. Come through, raised arm, Utkatasana, tuck, lift the heart. And then big shoulder roll back, squeezing the spine with the shoulder blades, and you resettle into Tadasana. So, what's next? Knees, chest, chin. Okay, so another variation. You're breathing in. Rolling down on the exhalation. Lengthening forwards as you breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees. This time, knees, chest, chin. On the exhalation, glide yourself forwards into a higher cobra. So now I've got some weight in my hands. Pressing the earth away, tuck the toes, push back into dog down. So knowing that when you come, step the feet to the top of the mat, you can step or you can jump. I like a double knee bounce to help me jump, and I like to look forwards also. So look where you want your feet to go. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, Utkatasana. Put some tone through pelvic floor. Inhale, Utkatasana. Lengthen the heart upwards in space, and then shoulder roll back to Tadasana. Oh, dearie me. Okay, so adding on a little bit more. So from knees, chest, chin, we're going to go to upward facing dog, but with knees down. So it's kind of a bit like a cobra variation. It sits somewhere in the middle between cobra and Uddhava Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. So let's show you. Take that nice deep breath in. Pubic bone forwards, breath behind the breastbone. Exhale, lead the roll down with the nod, put tone through pelvic floor. Inhale, turn sit bones up, heart forwards, look forwards. Exhaling, bending the knees, step back. You're going to lower the knees to the floor. Lower to the earth. Scoot yourself forwards, but press the earth away. So now the hips are lifted. Really think about breathing into the breastbone so that abdomen lengthens. And on the exhalation, little dip, tuck the toes, plank, push back into dog down. Softening here. Deep breath in. Double knee bounce on the exhale. End of exhale, jump forwards. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, Utkatasana. Inhale, swing arms up, tuck pubic bone gently under, lengthen up, and then circle and restack back to Tadasana. Lovely. So round 7, full plank with upward facing dog. You're going to breathe in and out with your roll down. And in to lengthen the back of the body. And out, root the hands, stepping back. So you've got full plank here, lowering the body to the earth. Keep the toes tucked or tops of the feet to the floor. Coming up on an inhalation, upward facing dog. Exhaling, pushing back into dog down. Have a couple of restful breaths here, but check the whole body. So don't just hang softly in the posture. Be active, using the earth to grow from. On an exhalation, high toes bending into the big toe hinge. Look where you want to step. Breathing in, lengthening, using bricks, of course, if you want to. Bending the knees. Inhale, I'm going to knock the furniture. Coming up. And then rolling. The arms behind you. So last round, round 8, where we come from plank to Chaturanga Dandasana to upward facing dog. So it's very, very strong. Well, I say it's very, very strong for me. It may not be for you. Breathing in. And out, roll down. And in, lengthen. And out, put high tone through pelvic floor because you're coming into your plank, lowering down Chaturanga Dandasana. On the inhalation, stepping on tops of feet or rolling over toes. Exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana, plank, push back into dog down. Feel as though now that the hands and the feet stretch away from one another. And in the middle, you've got the bottom turning up just gently, back of the neck nice and long. Take a nice inhalation here. Stepping or jumping the feet forwards. Inhaling. Exhale, Utkatasana. Inhale through traditional Utkatasana, pubic bone tucks, lift heart up. And exhale, circling the arms back to mountain pose. Once you've settled in mountain pose, maybe choosing to keep the elbows into the waist, palms up, a gentle